my planner, and I have a picture in here somewhere of my family. And I decided to go first because I was a theater major at my last school, and I found out it's really easy to go first and get it out of the way. But I brought in the Harry Potter DVD because I really like movies, and I'm kind of a nerd, and I like Transformers, Harry Potter, like all that stuff. I don't really know. But, and then I brought in the picture of my family because I really like my family. I mean, I don't know. And I like being home, so this is my first time away from home, and it's kind of, I don't know, I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. And I brought my planner because I am kind of OCD about writing things down, like a grocery list. If I forget something and then I find out that I need it, I'll write it down just to cross it out. So it's a little weird, but yeah, I think that's about it actually. So I don't know if that's 3 minutes, but that's it. I'll go second.
Go for it.
Sorry.
Hi everyone, my name is Ava Mostoris. My full name is Evangelia, which is Greek. That leads me to my first object, which is a bracelet with the Greek key on it. The Greek key is like a Greek symbol, I guess, and this object means a lot to me because I bought it the last time I traveled to Greece with my family. We haven't been able to go back ever since just because it's really expensive. So this bracelet reminds me of the last time I went to Greece with my family. My second object is this piece of paper with a quote on it. The last part says, you will remain the same until the pain of remaining the same is greater than the pain of change. My mom gave this to me when my father got sick after I got back from Greece. It really just helped me through everything, and I put this on my wall everywhere I go. Like every year, like I lived in Lehman last year, I had it on my wall. Now I live in my sorority house this year, and I have it on my walls, the tape's on the back of it. It just helps me stay on track with my life and reminds me that everything will be okay in the end. Kind of a little corny, but I like it. The last thing I have, which I just ripped, getting out of my bag, is the All Greek Award, which was passed down to me from the past person that had it, and 3 people had it before me, as you can see. I'm in a sorority called AGO, Alpha Kappa Phi, and this award was given to me because I guess I have really good relations with all other sororities and fraternities and just people in general. I'm really friendly and outgoing. So I was really proud to receive this award because it really represents me in a lot of ways. I feel as though if I never joined a sorority, I wouldn't have had the opportunities that I have today, including, like, I got my job in the admissions office just from knowing a girl in my sorority. I traveled to West Virginia and got a job being a Scopes photographer on the beach because of a girl in my sorority, and just other things like leadership conferences that I have attended were through Greek life and through my sorority, so it really means a lot to me, and that's about it. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
apologize if I say the word like too much. I don't usually do this. And you can use me as like a reference, like, oh, that kid went, and it kind of sucks, so it's okay. I go now. I brought 3 things. One was a skate guard. The other are boots and this necklace. It's kind of easy. I wore this stuff, so I won't forget it. I'll start with the necklace. This necklace was going to be by my grandmother, and on it is part of a poem from a movie and from like a real life poem. It's called Invictus. I don't know if any of you saw it. It's a great movie. You should go see it. It's got Matt Damon and Morgan Freeman in it, and it's about Africa and rugby. It says, "I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul," which is the ending verses. And this was like a big deal for me because usually I get like gifts from my grandma that are like, I'll open up my stocking and there'll be another stocking that's more decorated than the stocking I had last year. I'll have socks. So it's like I opened this and I was like, wow, Grandma, you actually got me a great gift. And I wasn't even being sarcastic. She thought I was being sarcastic. I was not being sarcastic. I was like, gave her a hug and stuff. She was like on the verge of tears because I'm a very sarcastic person when it comes to her. So. And she actually told me that my ancestors had played rugby, and this was kind of a shock to me because I've never heard anything about like that side of my family. So I asked her more, and like my grandfather grew up in Poland, and he remembers like Nazis breaking into his home because he was he was Polish. So they basically tried to kill all the Poles at that time. So he never talked about our heritage. So I eventually got like my grandma to tell me all about my family heritage. I got all these like papers now. Just from this necklace, I learned like all this stuff about my family, which is really cool. Second, I have these boots, and these are my dad's 9/11 Ground Zero boots. The ones that he basically wore every day when he was working down there, going through debris after the attacks on 9/11. And I want like my family is all hand-me-downs, so if you ever have like snowshoes, you always get them. But then eventually my big brother grew into size 12 feet, and as you can see, I'm not exactly the tallest guy here, so I'm stuck on like 8.5. So I got my dad's my dad's boots out of the closet one day, and I had no idea what they meant. And I started wearing them, and he asked me about like why I was wearing them, and I guess he kind of got a little upset that I was, but eventually he dealt with it, and then he told me that they were. And then I kind of got like this sense of pride for my dad and for my country that I was like even wearing the shoes of someone that went through something like this. And I'm out there shoveling snow in these, but he was out there like, walking in real life, which is kind of a cool feeling for me to share with my dad. And then the last is a skate guard. Now I could have grabbed any equipment from my hockey bag, but this is probably the safest. I'm not gonna bring a skate or like a potential weapon in here. And I could have grabbed any of them because they've all like have significant meaning to me. Because, for example, my neck guard, I've been stepped on the neck while I'm like wearing a neck guard, and it would rip right where my jugular would be. So it's like crazy to think that I'm playing a sport that almost could kill me, but my equipment saved me, and like me being like a little paranoid kind of saved my life, because even if I made it to like the NHL, I'd be that guy with the full visor, the full cage. I'd be wearing the neck brace, and everyone would be like, "Oh, that guy's such a fairy, such a chicken." But I'm not losing any of my teeth. I like them where they are, and I'm not gonna die over not wearing a piece of equipment and looking funny. And that's about it.
I have one question. What was your name?
Ryan.
Ryan. You didn't tell us.
Get that part?
Yep.
Okay, I went a little differently than all of yours. But it's okay. By the way, I'm not a big public speaking person, so don't judge. Okay.
skip the ad in 19 seconds. I guess I can start. So when this was first assigned, I felt a little lost. I had to narrow down the 3 best things that represented my personality and me as a person. When I got home, I left my earphones in and I let Pandora play. I sat in the bed and listened to Coldplay, Swallowed in the Sea. The first thing I looked up to was my leotards and my dance shoes in my closet. Dancing is a huge part of my life, and it always will be a passion of mine. I hope that one day it becomes my career path. I hope to do something with dance therapy. Dance therapy is practiced in mental health, rehabilitation, medical, education, and forensic settings, and also in nursing homes. It is effective for individuals with developmental, medical, social, physical, and psychological impairments. I want to help others through dance because dance has helped me through so much. Although being a student is a full-time job outside of school, I'm a waitress at Applebee's. I spend over 40 hours a week there when I'm home, and although it is a high-stress environment to work in, I love my job. I take pride in the fact that I can make connections to my tables and make their experience more enjoyable to want to come back. My coworkers and I have become a small, dysfunctional family that I know I can always depend on. I've been with Applebee's for 3 years now, and last July they made me Apple Star of the Month. I know it sounds cheesy, and how much I don't want my name to hang on the plaque in the kitchen of Applebee's. It felt amazing to be recognized for the good work I had been doing. Lastly, I saw my picture frame of my sisters and my mom on my desk. I have an identical twin sister and a sister who is 23. These 3 ladies have shaped me into the woman I am today. Growing up all together in a small town really drew us all close. We all looked the same and we all had the same attitude. Everyone in town knew we were the Godfrey girls. When my twin sister and I finally went to college, it made us appreciate what we have done for each other and so much more. They know my life inside and out, and we are each other's crushes. Of course, we have had stupid fights, who stole whose shirt, and whatever happened to those shoes I let you borrow. Without these fights, my sisters and I would have never learned to miss and appreciate each other. In the end, I love my family, and I know they love me. Before the song ended, I had realized that I had completed the hardest part of the assignment, figuring out what 3 things to use.
Oh, I'm not going.
He's going, just
Stop looking at me.